We're looking for guests. If you want to jump on, hit us in the DMs. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the show.
And a check. This Vice City Mafia coming at you from outside again. The lighting so mother nice. I'm your boy Cross-Eye. We got Chino the Goat and we got Shook, aka Shook the Room. Bow. Now, I want y'all, if y'all support us, leave a like and comment because it helps us out with the algorithm and we could get this motion rolling. Bow. Hey, what's up with y'all today? What's up with y'all?
Yo, so I had a crazy week. I'm not gonna lie.
Talk to him.
All right, so at work, right, I had two experiences for the first time. Well, not for the first time. One experience was for the first time. So I hooked up with a legitimate white girl, not the definition of Miami white.
An actual white girl. All right, so let's clarify for the audience, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you don't live in Miami, you won't know this because I didn't know this. Because they'll be like, oh, yeah, there's that white girl over there. But then you'll go and talk to her and she'll speak complete Spanish. So like there's like Miami white and then there's like Nebraska white, which is like Caucasian from
Ohio,
the mountains.
Fucking Indiana.
I mean, we got them in LA, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's unique to Miami that you guys have all these people that like self-identify even as white, but are Latinos.
Yeah. Because the color of a person doesn't really say what they are. Like you'll meet a black guy and he's like from Cuba.
Yeah, that's true. But that's true.
Haitian,
no, but I feel like Haitians and Jamaicans all view themselves as black. You know what I mean? It's just you Latinos that have the identity crisis.
Yeah. So check it. So I work at a bar where it's predominantly college. And with that being said, basically I seen this girl, she was fucking me, whatever, and then she was like to the point where she's like, yo, I want you to go home with me. So I'm a piece of shit, so I fucked her in the back of the trash can behind the fucking the bar and shit. Like I fucked her in the back, right?
In the back of the trash can.
Yo, that ass,
by the dumpster. And like she's like, you got that dumpster pussy, baby.
Nigga, what?
Take me somewhere romantic.
Oh, nigga. You know what's crazy? She told me, she's like, oh, so you want to go to my spot or your spot? I'm like, I got a better location. Nigga, fuck it. She was so drunk. She's like, all right, fuck it.
I got a better spot.
Nigga, the one thing.
This spot has the best fragrance.
There's something that is sexual and alluring though about spontaneity though, you know what I mean?
Okay.
When you just be telling a girl like, no, like right here we gonna do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes on the way to go doing some shit, bro, you lose the sexualness, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like sexual component. You know?
I heard, you know what's crazy? I heard this thing. If you let the pink think, wait, no. If you let the girl think, you can't hit the pink.
Damn, that's some
Yo,
toxic shit.
I kind of like it though.
Yeah,
like it makes sense.
But it's
to
true.
me.
All right, so look, so
let the girl think you don't get.
I have
the
a homegirl that was at my crib, right, and we had all gone out partying, and you know she had brought a nigga back,
yeah,
right, and they were like fooling around and shit, and neither of them had condoms, and.
Fucking go raw.
No, but so he went to go get the condom, and
dangerous.
then I'm piping in the other room, and she comes and knocks on the door, right? And I was like, shit, maybe I got the 3, you know what I mean? But she was just like, she's like, guys, I don't feel like doing it anymore. Like, should I tell them? And I was fucked up and also trying to get on with my business. So I was just like, you know, like just go back and do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And so the nigga came back and she fucked him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But he only lasted like 15 seconds. And so she was like, I didn't even want to fuck. It only was 15 seconds anyways. You know what I mean? She's like, so I did all that for what? But the thing is, had he hit in the moment, maybe she wouldn't have been so resentful.
Yeah,
I mean, she probably would have
yeah.
not wanted the 15 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know.
I mean,
He let the pink think.
Yeah, so check it. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I've had a couple girls. Like, dude, listen. If I'm in it for me and then I give no fucks about you, bro, I'm just gonna fuck you. If I last a minute, if I last an hour, if I last 2 seconds, I don't give a fuck. And you go talk all this shit you want, because at the end of the day, I had a girl tell me this one time. She's like, oh, this nigga didn't even last long. I'm like, okay, and I still fucked. I don't care.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
I got mine. I don't care about your nut.
I like after you smash girls, right? Like, even if it's not true, they'll be like, oh, but he got a small dick. And it's like, Well, this small dick was in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
and they feel like them saying that is gonna hurt. It's like, you got a small dick. It's like, nigga, like.
But that's the thing. Like, I'll
Like,
be
bitch,
honest.
weren't you a virgin before I fucked?
Yeah, exactly. So
How
check
do
it.
you know?
So check it. So
Compare
like,
me to OJ Mudbone, you know? Like,
so check it. So going back to the story about me working, right? So I hooked up with this white chick. The one thing that did turn me off about this particular white girl is that she kept saying cock.
the thing that would have turned me off about that white girl is her face.
No, 100%. Bro, I did it. Yo, I'll be honest with you. Yeah.
Chino-
Like, I did it. I did it off of
standards,
experiment.
his standards have been getting low.
But let me tell you
it's not
this. Let me give you your flowers. You know what I mean? I've seen Chino fuck some bad bitches, right? But this one, not one of them.
That's my reason behind it, because like I told Shook, I don't know if I ever told you, I have never fucked a legitimate white girl. So I saw the opportunity was presented. So I'm like, you know what? I want to take advantage of it. You know what I mean? I want to try it. You never know. But the bitch is probably like a 4. I didn't give a fuck. She was not. She was fat. She was just a typical skinny white girl from fucking God knows where, Indiana or fuck shit.
Board, yeah.
Yeah.
Like literal, like this table.
Nigga.
Like that table.
Bro, listen,
A Bora.
Bro, when I was fucking her, I felt her ass bone like hit my.
I mean, I've heard you felt that in the thick bitch too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say her name because I actually know who she is and you do too. But yeah, and then I'm like, bro, and then I was so mad. I called Shook. And I was like, bro, I am so not happy with the experience. Nigga, 2 days later.
I want my money back.
This
Refund, bitch.
Nigga, 2 days later, or 3 days later, this nigga's been blowing up my phone. So I have the tendency of going to sleep in the daytime, right? And I don't answer my phone and I'm up all night because I work at night,
It's a pain
right?
in the ass sometimes.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. So this nigga's blowing me up. It's about 5 in the afternoon and this nigga's like, wake up. I know you're sleeping. I send this nigga a picture of some bitch's titties out in bed with me, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, bro, I'm in the middle of something. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, he was so happy to send that text, honestly.
Bro,
Yeah, he
I
was
was-
like, I could imagine Chino be like, oh, I got something for him.
Yeah. And he had to act like he was texting and shit.
Yeah, bro, it was hilarious, bro.
No, but it was a good shot though.
No, but this girl was the second girl I hooked up with a couple days later was not.
Wait, did you get to see her? Did you get to see her lalas in the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I wanna see it.
Because I was like, that's what I was saying though. Like you take an L to get a win sometimes. You know what I mean?
I did it more for the experience. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I've never been able to take a video while fucking a girl.
What?
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
me either.
I mean, dude, now with my wife, like I've taken video. Yo, fire!
Dang it, right?
Yeah, damn, that's a good shot.
I know, nigga.
I have it saved, bro.
Bro, this
That's
nigga,
a good shot,
bro. This nigga,
Yo, he really took
he
like
is a good cameraman, though. I ain't gonna lie.
bro,
Dude,
I sent him a picture. I'm like in the middle of something. He's like, "Let me ask, who is that?" I'm like, "Nah, some UM girl." He's like, "New one." He's like, and I'm like,
I said
"Yeah."
no, but you know what this nigga did, bro? He typed lowercase u, lowercase m, so it said girl. You know what I mean? That's how I read it. I was like, damn, he didn't show me the bottom. Is it a trans? You know what I mean? Because I was like, girl. And I was like, all right, whatever, nigga. You know what I mean?
Kinda, girl.
That's how I read it.
Really think about
girl?
it. Like if she
She wa- and
identified as one,
So the first girl I hooked up with, she was white, right?
Yeah.
The second girl I hooked up with, she was from South Africa.
oh, fire.
Bro, like accent, foreign exchange.
Oh, yo,
student.
their accents be fire, though.
Bro, that's what turned me on
the
about
accents
her.
be fire, yeah.
And you know what's crazy? She told me she's
I
never
like
been
that.
with a Spanish guy.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm telling you right now, bro. I stopped at the gas station, grabbed the Cialis, nigga. I
Yeah.
went over there and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna show you what this fucking Chico could do.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, what? I got out of work at like 5 in the morning and this nigga calls me at 5 and I'm still like balls deep in this bitch, bro.
Oh, yeah? Hey, you guys, what y'all do?
Nigga, so when we, it
Y'all
was a
wasn't-
little awkward in the beginning.
Y'all wasn't fucking for 12 hours straight.
Honestly, nah. It was like we did breaks in between.
And you
then
gotta do the foreplay. I feel you.
Yeah, and nigga, and the crazy part about it, I didn't tell you, bro, this girl loves getting fucked in the ass.
What?
Bro, she's South African.
Plot twist.
Yeah, I didn't tell you guys anything. It's crazy because she wanted to hook up tonight or tomorrow or some shit like that, but I told her, like, look, listen, I'll hit you up when I'm free. You know what I mean?
No, dude, hook up with her, dude.
Nigga, bro, fuck it. The bitch gotta wait. She gotta wait.
But what?
She gotta wait.
but,
She gotta wait till daddy says it's okay.
Yeah.
You gotta say it like that. Like,
So
you gotta
check
wait.
it. So
And then when she hits you up again, be
Yeah.
like, listen, I'm gonna come over. I want a sandwich made, and then grab your cigar and go. Sandwich made.
Nah, but like, and it's great because I didn't. She said she liked getting fucked in the ass, but I didn't fuck her in the ass that day, right? She tells me this after, like, because I'm not gonna lie, like, dude, I want to be jacked like that, bro. That nigga's huge.
Bro, can you?
He loves looking at
stay
man,
on top
dude.
of
No,
He
bro,
loves
like,
looking
He's
at
a
bro,
man.
personal
physique.
trainer.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I want to have that physique. But anyways, bro, but you know what? One thing that she did tell me that kind of like pissed me off, but I keep hearing this, so it's making me want to go even harder than I am at the gym.
What?
She's like, I thought you had a 6-pack.
It's all right, bro. Maybe
Nah,
someday.
it hurts. I know, dude. It
Niggas,
hurts.
yeah, and it's crazy because she's
I
like,
have girls that used to look at like they'll look at my old photos, right? Like when I was a jit in high school, and I have like on my Facebook and IG, like I have my abs all out, and then they go and they tap my stomach. They're like, "Oh, you're kind of fat. You're like a catfish." I'm like, bitch, like those photos are deep in my Instagram, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't post my belly no more, dog.
shit, I ain't gonna lie. I had a couple girls talk about you. Because I tell them I had the podcast and all that shit.
I still got my 6-pack.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll be looking down your shit. They'll be see like you be with Young Thug and you've been with Lil Durk and shit.
I actually got followers from just random bitches, bro. But I'm assuming it's from you. I was just like, I don't even know.
I be gassing up my niggas, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna line, bro. I can't let you do this whole podcast like this. You got something in your teeth right here.
Oh, it's probably from the cigar.
Cigar, yeah.
Yeah. Is it gone?
It's in between these two. Look, no, on this side. Nope.
Don't touch me.
I'm not gonna touch it. Like, okay. It's right next. Okay, your front two teeth. Let me see.
You're really getting it in
Look,
there, huh?
what?
You're
Let me see.
fucking
Let me see.
gay.
Let me see. Yeah, it's gone.
All right.
Gone.
Just because when we shoot the clips, it look hella weird.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna let him do it.
Yeah, the whole thing.
You're a piece of shit. Nah.
No, but there's okay. I've been listening to this artist named Duckman, right? He's from Alaska. He's from Alaska.
Really?
Black dude from Alaska.
Okay.
Big trapper. And he said some dope shit. He was like, he said some shit along the lines of like, I never argue with my mans in public. Like, we keep that behind closed doors on some tuck shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I think it's dope to have a camaraderie with your boys to be able to like get on each other's head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And shit like that. But I feel like also when you're in a public situation, you know what I mean? You got to gas each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just it just makes everybody look better, bro. You know, all right, y'all know who Matthew McConaughey is?
Nope.
That sounds familiar. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I know him. But
You don't know who
I've
Matthew
heard-
McConaughey-
I've heard the name.
He talks like this.
He's in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah, the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
so I don't know if you guys know, but Matthew McConaughey, bro, has a history of hitting the baddest bitches, right? And public ones like Penelope Cruz, like
Really?
bad,
Like
movie
porn stars
No,
or-
movie stars.
Oh, wow.
Movie stars,
Okay.
bad bitches, like top tier models, supermodels, movie stars, like women's, and none of them have anything negative to say, right, about him. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, how?
He's probably very big of gentlemen.
No, so listen, bro. I mean, besides him being a top, like an A-list movie star.
Okay.
Like somebody asked him in an interview about Penelope Cruz, and he was like, he just like looks off into the distance, and he's like, oh yeah, Penelope. She's like, what a wonderful woman. It's like, what a great woman, and I love all the time I shared with her, and he had nothing negative to say. Like the press wanted him to say something like, oh, it was really rough and all that shit, but nah, bro, he just painted it like so fucking beautiful that he was just like, I have nothing even crazy to say. It's like we spent our time, it didn't work out, you know what I mean? But like, hey,
Yeah.
You know, life goes on. And I was like, that's the secret, bro. You know what I mean? He ain't tripping on nothing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because it would have been weird if he was like, oh, I was fucking tough and fuck that bitch and then da-da-da-da. And you'd have been like, man, this guy's cool, but he's kind of a dick. You know?
I feel you because I've done that before in my past when I realized it's just more of just being keeping it cool. Like even if you guys did have a bad breakup or bad whatever the case may be, if you just keep it cool and be like, look, it didn't end right or whatever the case may be, you will 9 times out of 10 get a better response from that chick or from her friends.
That's what I was gonna say. Because the thing is, when you act fucked up over one woman, your potential prospects see that as, well, that could be me. You know what I mean? Like they might side with you in the moment and be like, oh yeah, fuck her, and I can't believe she did that to you. But if you're like, man, fuck that bitch, I hate that bitch, I want to kill her family.
I want to kill her family.
Then you fucking, then that girl, she's like, well, damn, if I hook up with him, then like
he's gonna act like that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I've always strived to be a gentleman, bro. You could even ask Chino. Like in the club, all the dancers love me.
Love 'em.
Although I don't sleep with them also, so you know what I'm saying. But so I do that out of like a respect thing, like so the bitches respect me.
Yeah,
because they'll throw themselves on me, and I'll be like, nah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, because
me.
if you respect yourself, they gotta respect you. Because how you treat yourself is the indication of how other people are
and
gonna
if
treat
my
you.
girl ever does me dirty and we separate, all those girls know what I did.
Yeah.
I denied them
Well, you know,
for my girl, and then guess what? I'm gonna have a rebound without even having one.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because all the girls are gonna be like, "Oh, he's a loyal man. Oh, this girl, she threw that away."
Yeah, of course. Because the thing is, you don't.
Then you cheat on them.
You don't tarnish anybody, and they never see it coming.
They'll never see it coming.
No, but I was gonna say you don't.
48 laws of power. Nah,
That's rule number 55. But no, nigga, you don't tarnish the other person's reputation by stooping to their level. You know what I mean? Like the only revenge is success, nigga, and success is stress free, bro. You know what I mean? So it's just like you gotta keep it pushing.
yeah, and sometimes, bruh, like lately, like, all right, so for those of you that don't know, I was going through a quiet war in my club because I was top dog. You know what I'm saying? Top dog.
And for people who people think he's being arrogant, is trying to be like self-centered, no. This man right here was running for years at the age that he's at right now, which we're very young. Even prior to me even stepping foot into that same exact club, the amount of power and the amount of not only in that club but in other clubs as well.
No, Rudy's like a strip club wonder kid, bro.
Yeah, like I'm the youngest one, so when I walk up, these niggas are like, yo, he's not gonna do nothing. Yeah, it's sometimes my looks let me get away with it.
That's true though,
because they'll look at me and be like, oh, he's not no threat, and then boom, next thing you know, I'm your boss, and then everyone's like, what the happened,
but
bro?
even I feel like with you enforcing the rules too. You know what I mean? With patrons and shit, they're like, shit, this nigga ain't gonna be on shit, and then pow. You know what I mean?
Like most people think, bro, I'm in the club and they're like, oh, he's fucking mad bitches, he's doing it. Nah, bro. You're crazy. I'm keeping it strictly business because I'm about getting this money and the power.
Yeah.
So I got all that power, right? And I was going through that silent war. Like people were coming for me, right? Coming for my little spot.
Yeah.
Or they were doing things to the club that were gonna tarnish my name, right? So I'm not gonna get into the details. So I decided I got hit up, right, to go to this other spot, and then as a manager, you know, so I wasn't gonna be top dog no more, but I was kind of like, I didn't really care. So I left. I go to that spot, right? Damn, I forgot where the fuck I was going with this. But anyways, so okay, because and the way I knew that I was getting like niggas were after my head, right? Is because someone told me, and well, 3 different people told me. Now I could have went to the people and been like, "Hey, nigga, you try to do this? Hey, you try to do this, bud." Instead, I was like, "Nah," and I played a quiet game. Like the whole time they thought they had me, checkmate. I was over here already moving my pieces without them even looking at the board.
Bro, speaking of 48 Laws of Power, it talks about like the best wars are won with no fighting, bro. You know what I mean? Like the other person doesn't even need to know you're at war, right?
Yeah.
Because then they can't mount a defense.
Yeah, bro.
Right? Because
yeah.
so it's just like that's also where just keeping a level head is the best thing to do, because it's like I'm not even moving out of spite. It's just like I need to like put myself in a position to win, and I'm not even going to give you a chance to block me.
Yeah, it wasn't out of spite. It was just so people can't block me.
Exactly.
Like they watch the pod, so like what's gonna happen? Like they're gonna see it, and they know, dude. Till the last minute, till the last day of me leaving, I didn't even tell them. Yeah. And then I told them like last minute, and then they're like, "Oh, well, what are we gonna do? What is this? What that?" Like, yo, Papa, I'll help y'all out. Boom, I'm gonna keep my doors open. I'll help all y'all. Yeah. But this is what I'm doing, bro. Yeah. Like, y'all can't stop me now. It's already checkmate, Poppy. It's checkmate, dude. It's over. The board's cleared.
And a real nigga has to recognize that, like, oh, I lost. You know what I mean? Like, I see the 12 moves now. And, like, if you see two high-level chess players play, you know what I mean? And then one just, like, knocks over the piece because he – like, you don't see it, but he sees that dude saw 13 moves down the board, and he sees the 12 moves, so he has to fucking knock over it.
I'm actually going through that right now in my own spot, right? In my own club. So there's a scenario, I'm not going to go too deep into it because there's a lot of, like, it has to deal with, like, cops are not involved and things like that. Things are happening bad, right? And there's a lot of videos and everything like that, and I went in with the intent that I was going to take it over, right? But then I sat back and I see what you were doing. And now I started copying you and little things like that. Like, prime example, I already got one girl in there that I wanted. She's very good looking. She comes from the strip club background, actually. Now she's bartending, right? Very attractive chick. I got about like 5 other ones, maybe 6 other ones in the works as well right now, right? I'm going to turn my club the same way to the vision that I wanted. You know what I mean? Because the money that I'm making at that club is not bad, but it could be a lot more if I have the right team. And the people who are in
how you do it is you always for people who want to know how I did it at such a young age, becoming the GM of the club I did, you know what I mean? Of the club that I named and made the logo for, in case y'all didn't know, right? Yeah. Okay. But like for the people that don't know, here's how I did it, right? So one, there's 3 important rules you got to live by. 1, you never outshine the master. 2, you always take credit for other people's work. These are the most important laws to me that helped me do it. So 1, never outshine the master. 2, always take credit for other people's work, but not the master's work. And then 3, you have to move in silence. Like everything, all your intentions have to be quiet.
Yeah.
Everything you even plan on doing has to be quiet. And you have to praise your master.
That's true.
Your master is your manager or your boss at the time. And if you don't want to do that, then get out the game. You know what I mean? And it's not just a strip club game. It's wherever you're at.
So like
life in general.
You got to deal with the bosses, bro, in order to become a boss. So you're going to have to kiss someone's ass.
My manager right now, for an example, right? He had the tenant, like, don't get me wrong, like, he is a well put together individual, you know what I mean? For the most part, he did do his little MMA, do whatever the fuck the case may be, right? And there's a war going on, and mind you, my club is not that big. I'm not at a strip club. I'm at a bar. You know what I mean? Yeah. That gets very busy with a lot of college people, and obviously adults and whatever the case may be. This individual and another person, they were doing things they weren't supposed to be doing in a club setting. You know what I mean? Obviously, things happen in the club. We don't speak about it. And him and that person that were top dogs are now going against each other, and they're getting ready to get outshined to the owners, to the point where he's letting go people. And now he's allowing me, because he came up to me recently and was like, hey, listen, I know you have a club background. Is there any possible way, do you know any girls that are willing to come, even though the pay is not going to be where it's at? And I explained this to the girl that I brought, and now she's been working there already 3 days, and now she's getting ready to work with me on the weekend.
Yeah.
I told her, listen, you're not going to make the same amount of money in the club. I'm telling you right now, for the first beginning, you stay fucking with me and you stay with me, I swear on everything, you're going to make money. Yeah. She's like, all right, bet, because she knows why, because she knows the capability and the amount of shit that she's seen in the past working with me in the past, that what the money she's willing to touch and she's capable of touching.
Yeah.
So now I see myself in the next. I give myself about another month, bro. I'm gonna have what I want, and I'm gonna control it, and I'm gonna be the one running it because
there's another thing, right? Because you're kind of new to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have knowledge on it. I'll give it to you. But there's one thing that everyone fails at that I've watched. Where like since I was 14, watching people fail, watching my own father not become the guy he wanted to be. He became the top dog, but doing certain little things like sometimes people celebrate too early. Right? They celebrate too early, or they know they're gonna get the spot. They know, all right, let's say you're about to become manager, or you're about to take over this segment that you want to take over, right? Like they'll start celebrating too early, or they'll become
cocky,
too happy. And then they start dropping those rules. They start dropping the never outshine your master. They start dropping the never keeping silence, and they start dropping the taking credit.
Well,
that's what
the taking credit thing you always gotta do. You gotta take credit for other people's work.
So the big issue comes in with like when you too quickly tell too many people your intentions, or you start saying it like it's already happened, and people give you that congratulations.
Yeah.
Sometimes
they'll stop it from happening.
Or you stop it from happening because you already got the end gratification that you're looking for. Because a lot of times we work for the celebration, right? So it's like you can just, that's where lying gets dangerous, right? Because you can just tell people that you are where you want to be. You know what I mean? And then they look at you that way, and then that's what you were looking for in the first place. You know what I mean? And so like that happens often. So it's just like, I think that's another reason why it's important to move in silence, because that way you don't get no congratulations or accolades from anybody for saying, because you're like, oh, I'm going to do this. And people are like, oh, that's a great idea. Good job. You know what I mean? And then you fucking are like, yeah, I feel great. And then you're done with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you just move in silence, the only way you get that feeling is when you've done it. And that's why you have to fall in love with the process. And it's a silent like process. And the thing is, like, if you can grind without the need for instant gratification, you will win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we're telling y'all how to get, like, for y'all who listening that are wondering, like, because I know, well, the people that watch this, I know they wonder, yo, how the fuck did this 24-year-old do it? 48 laws of power. Papa. And I just told you the 3 most important laws.
I mean,
shutting. All right. Well, let me tell them about your story. Matter of fact, so when I became the top dog, because Chino came in the middle of me about to do the takeover, and I kind of told him, I was like, yo, things are gonna be changing. You know what I mean? And I didn't tell him what was changing. He's like, well, what's happening? You're quitting? I'm like, bro, I can't tell you, but things are about to change, right? And then, and I let people try to figure it out for themselves. Sometimes, like, you really want to tell somebody, so what you do is you kind of just, like, things are going to change. And if they can figure it out, they can figure it out, and you just don't acknowledge it. You know what I mean? But, like, Chino, when I became top dog, I had planned on bringing Chino with me, right? Well, Chino, he really loved the taste of the slight power he had. Listen to me, motherfucker. Chino really loved the slight bit of power he had and took full advantage and bit himself in the foot so goddamn hard, bro. Tell him what happened to you after.
All right, so basically, Rudy was already in the position where he was incident happened, so that basically the employees that we had were already getting ready to shoot out the door because they didn't do their job, and it destroyed the business in the aspect of like where it was heading towards. Well, but at the same time, it did help us because what we wanted to do with that incident happening allowed us to now step in front of everybody and get everybody who was in our way out, right? So with that being said, I knew what was already coming. I already knew what was going to happen. So I got too excited, too fool in my head, too much in, like, you know, and I was doing things that I know that were not right, but me being such an egotistic individual fucked me in the ass because not only that it took me away from the power that I was getting ready to touch because I was celebrating too early.
Yeah.
Not only that, destroyed my reputation of what I already had.
Nasty.
Because I was being arrogant, irresponsible, childish, and being very, what's the word I'm trying to use? Trying to be bigger than what I already am. There's a saying in Spanish, tirano de peo más grande que tú eres. You're throwing a fart bigger than what you are, meaning that I'm trying to act something that I wasn't. I mean, that was not yet.
Yeah.
That was becoming. So,
yeah, he was acting like the boss when he wasn't the boss yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then he made people hate him.
Yeah, but
So that's another thing.
that's
You got to get
because-
people to. Have to like you in order for you to win.
Yeah,
but
you know
I
what
was
I mean?
a piece of shit too, bro. I was an asshole, bro. I was getting drunk
Yeah.
every night, nigga. When I used to drink cognac, bro.
But not even a
shit.
drunk when he was just being bossy
Yeah.
without
Shut up,
being the
bitch.
boss yet.
Yeah.
He was like, no, bro, because you can't. And it's like,
And then,
Chino,
and
nigga.
then that power goes to your head, and then you meet somebody that's the actual boss, and
Yeah.
then they put you in
You
that
mean the
place.
actual owner?
But I mean, so for me, I met God, nigga. You know what I mean? I flew too close to the sun, right? So I had my head down grinding. I lived like way below my means.
Water.
I had gotten a job working at.
No, you're not. No, yo.
He wanted some water.
No, I said, where's my other water? Because I had grabbed the second one. But
he didn't grab
yeah.
no water.
You didn't grab water.
I was working at American Idol, and American Idol was a great paying job, bro.
Got it.
Fucking fire, right? I had a little spot that I kept clean. You know, I had bought my car, so I had no car payment, and I would go out, but like on the cheap. You know what I mean? And on top of Idol, like Idol was crazy with the hours and shit like that, and just it being a TV show, so I'd get royalty checks and shit like that, and it was great paying. I was just by myself, you know what I mean? I'll take bitches out or just bring them to my crib, you know? And I was just very humble, right? And I put my head down and grinded for 3 years, right? And my homies from high school had an investment opportunity in a club in Hollywood, right? And so I had money saved to make a move. And I put my money in the club, and we fucking kept just like grinding. They blew up the club. You know what I mean? I was a silent partner. And they blew up the club, and I got to sell my shares in the club, right? And it put an immediate amount of money in my pocket, right? Then also my mom passed, right? So that whole thing netted me about like $1 million, right? With that entire play. And my mother passed, and her life insurance policy was $500,000. You know what I mean? So I had 1.5, right? All in one sum. You know what I mean? I had the mill for about like, I'd say like 2 months, you know? And then my mom, so I'd left working to take care of my mother because I had some bread, right? And I was taking care of my mom for probably, I think it was like 7 months while she passed. And then I got that extra $500K, right? And since I had stopped working anyways, I went to Atlanta. And I was like, I forgot what it was that got me there, you know what I mean? And let it all go to my head, right? Because then I started saying that I made 1.5, you know what I mean? When it's really I made 1, you know what I mean? And then the other came out of the most pain and sorrow of my life, right? I almost felt like I didn't deserve it. Is what I had a spiritual healer tell me that shit, right? Was that like you can tell when somebody's gambling, right? If they play loose, it could be because like they grew up with money or somehow they feel like it's unearned, right? And so that's how I felt like with the fucking extra cash. I was like, well, fuck it. I can blow like this 500 because like I grinded for the 1, you know what I mean? So along this time, bro, I got every vice that was possible. I didn't do anything to multiply my money, right? I went and I was working in studios and shit like that, but I would make like, let's say $800 and then I'd go spend 10 bands. You know what I mean? And
Shit,
it's not a sustainable thing, but like I was just like, nigga, I made this, so I ain't nothing to do it again. But what you don't realize is that windfall opportunities are a God shot, bro.
Yeah.
And for me, from grinding, the stars had aligned, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, my idea was to have, because my mom was a philanthropist. Like, my mom liked charity work.
Yeah.
And so I should have taken that bread and like give it, like made a charity in her name or something like that, right? But I felt like because I was using that for vices, I just saw myself like go downhill, and I was surrounding myself with people that were none of my homies that I had made that money with, I kept in contact with, right? So while they continued to grow their business or link with each other for other business opportunities, like 2 of them have a dispensary and a grow. 2 of them that were in the club with me have a dispensary, a grow, rental properties that they did all together, a hydroponic shop, right? And meanwhile, me thinking I'm the shit, you know what I mean? Like from just being in the right environment with like the money to make the move, and I had forgotten that I had my head down grinding for 3 years previous, right? I had forgotten that a third of that money came from my mom's passing. You know what I mean? Like all of that, bro. And it just went to my head. So I'm fucking just living like I'm gonna make that every year, bro. You know what I mean? And I had a financial advisor, and she was like, really, if you let me like manage the money, you will never have to work again unless you want to. You know what I mean? And I didn't listen to any of that. I was like, this bitch is trying to steal my money. You know what I mean? She gets paid regardless. You know what I mean? Like all this shit. And so I took it. Chase has a like a little black card that they give you. You know what I mean? Because they have like a little fucking like private equity portion of their shit. So I have my little black card, you know what I mean? It's not the American Express black card, but it's their version, right? And I just would fucking like pull that out on bitch. You know what I mean? Like I was just being the ultimate fucking fuckboy, bro. And I was fucking every bitch that moves, you know what I mean? And I flew too close to the sun, bro. That's what my homies told me. There's the story of Icarus. I don't know if you guys know, but like he has,
I'm not too familiarized with that.
Like one of the gods, I think it's Greek mythology, one of the gods gives him the power to fly, right? And he's just flying all over the place, and he fucking flies a little close to the sun, and then the gods tell him like, don't keep on doing that, right? And he's like, what the fuck do they know? And just flies all the way up to the sun because he wants to see it, and then the sun burns his wings and he falls to his death, right?
Wow.
And that's essentially what happened, bro. So like I know I talked about it in a pod previous, but like
that was more in depth and how it happened.
But like I just was not, I didn't respect myself in the work that I had put in previously. And my head got so big and my ego got so big that anybody that actually loved me or had some like real opportunities for me, I pushed away because I thought I was God. You know what I mean? Like I had no humility to listen to anybody, including my father.
That's crazy. That's crazy because I can't say I've touched a lot of money at the age of 23. Not maybe perhaps the amount of money you touched.
Well, this wasn't until I was 28.
Well, check it. So, me growing up, I grew up with no money. I grew up off of Section A, the typical fucking minority fucking household, right? Handing down clothes, whatever. So I had got caught with a business opportunity at a very young age, around the age of 16 to 17 years old. Where, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I got hit with a business opportunity, right? So within this business opportunity, from the age of around 16, 17.
I like how he's moving around this subject.
Just listen.
It was a business opportunity.
It was a business opportunity.
And he won Trap of the Year 4 times in a row.
Shit. Bro, let's put it like this. I made so much money that I had never touched before. I was so irresponsible and so ignorant with it that if I would have just done smaller things correctly, I would have been still living amazing.
But you know, I think it's an important thing to like, you have to lose a bag to gain a bag. Like
That's true.
You have to
I did it a little differently. Like I came into a bag at like 18.
Yeah.
And then I locked it away from myself, right?
Yeah.
And until I was like 24. which is what I am now.
Can I see the letter?
And then yeah. And then what I did is I unlocked it. Like I unlocked it for myself at 24, right? So for y'all don't know, it's like you could do a CD or you could do like you could put it in the bank and you could just tell the bank what you want them to do and they'll get it done, right? Especially if it's a large sum. Usually they put a little interest on it because they know it's gonna stay there for this amount of time. Mm-hmm. So I did that, and then bro, I grabbed like about half of that money, right? Because I thought like when I thought a certain president was gonna win the election, and I put it all on like some stocks and then some crypto. Fucking wasted that shit.
Oh yeah,
I think that shit's still in there because I figured like, hey man, like it has to go back up. Yeah. Like, you know, it just can't keep going down. It's kind of like when you're playing roulette and you pick black and it goes on red and you're like, well, double up on black, and then it goes on red again and you're like triple up on black. Yeah, it's gonna hit black eventually, though. Yeah. You know what I mean?
My bad. I don't mean to cut you guys off and go back on the topic, but I really wanted to talk about this because it's like I could relate to your story in a lot of aspects, right?
No, you wasted your money.
No, but that's what
I invested. I did a bad investment.
Yeah, I mean.
So.
Go ahead.
All right. So with this business opportunity that I was doing, I was making roughly anywhere between 10 grand bare minimum a week to possibly even more than that. And when COVID hit, I was generally touching, because there was nothing else to do, I was touching damn near 20, right? 30, whatever. But that's between all of everybody that was involved in the business opportunity. You feel me? So with that being said, after
the lighter on there.
After all that, I made all this money, right? I'll say about the age of, let's say 21, 22, I started feeling myself because I had such large amount of money. I let it get to my head because I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm going to keep doing this until I fucking die. Not realizing with the business opportunity I was doing, there was consequences behind it if I didn't move a certain way or whatever the case may be. So
not only that, bro, it's like there's sometimes in life when you have like hot dogs and there's a starving crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got to throw gasoline on that, right?
Yeah.
But then you don't realize that like every business, bro, has pits and falls. You know what I mean? And so when the times are going up, you fucking need to do everything you can to maintain your exact same lifestyle.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Put that money aside for the next opportunity. And I was gonna say, so it's not just a masturbatory like speech about what we're talking about blowing money. I'm saying like the lesson learned there is that you are never too big to be humbled. Exactly. Because if you don't humble yourself, God or somebody else will, bro.
Bro, I damaged amazing friendships. I damaged amazing friendships.
But fuck a friendship.
There's a quote in the Bible that says, he who is exalted will be humbled, and he who's humble will be exalted. Okay. And exalted basically means like uplifted and risen to the top, right? So it's like you will win people's affection. People will cheer for you when you are humble. You know what I mean? And when you're sitting there beating your chest, you do nothing but arise envy, and people will speak negatively over you. And that's where we get the idea of spells, right? That people will cause spells over you, because if you have enough people speaking negatively over you and you start to engage in that talk because you start to hear it and enough people say it to you, then you start to think about it, you know what I mean? Then you're going to bring yourself down. And that's like what karma is to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's where God will make sure, like, bro, you're not bigger than this. You know what I mean? Like, everybody can get knocked down. And there's people that have blown way more, bro. Like, I'll be watching like shit about athletes. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like, shit, I'll get it all back, nigga. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so it's like, I'm living very comfortably now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I live fine.
But at that stage of my life, bro, the freedom that comes with that was like every day
was a fucking party, bro.
Regardless of how I felt. No, but it was deeper than the party, bro. It was waking up to the freedom to be like, you know what? I can do literally anything I want today, bro.
I've always wanted to touch $1 million.
All my bills on automatic, right? I want to take a girl out to the nicest dinner. I want to catch a flight somewhere. I want to fly her friend in somewhere. That feeling was amazing.
But you know what fucked me up, though? I'll tell you this. What fucked me up was that I built such an image, and everybody already knew me by that image for maintaining it for so long. I lied to myself when I knew I was crashing.
Yes, yeah.
When I was crashing.
I did the same.
Yeah.
Everyone does that, bro.
But look, nigga, what I was gonna say, fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, Chino does it.
I forgot.
Chino does.
No, but even
fuck you, Chino.
Fucking Chi.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, it'll come back.
Anyways, but I will tell you this: like the financial freedom of just being capable of doing whatever the fuck you want was amazing, bro. I remember there were times.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. But listen, okay, all right. This is what I was gonna say. There's this rule about the third, and the third, right? You hang out with a third of your time with people that have less than you, right? So you can give them the game that you have. You hang out a third of the time with the people that have the same as you. So you can plot on what y'all gonna do next. And you can check in with, hey, did that move work for you? Blah, blah, blah. Then you spend a third of your time with people that have more. So that you know when you get that money, what to do with it. And I was saying that I think in your environment, like nobody took the time to let you know, like, what to do with that amount of money. So you spend it on dumb shit.
But that's wrong.
Nah. Dude. When I met this nigga was throwing all his money in the club.
Yeah,
so yes, what he's saying is true.
100%.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying what's
he
not.
He said that's wrong. He was
that's
taught
wrong
how to
because you know
spend
why?
money.
Because I did have individuals trying to guide me the right direction, but I was just so young and ignorant and not having the knowledge of long term because I was accustomed to like, am I gonna eat tomorrow growing up? Am I gonna eat tomorrow? Am I gonna have this? Am I gonna have that?
That's what I was saying. So that's what I was saying, right? It's not just having people reach out. It's like I said, even with my initial business opportunity, I went to like a prep boarding school, right? So all of them like either were like their parents came from like, you know, India or something and had nothing and built it. So they knew about money. So they imparted that on their kids, right? So like they knew, like they had long-term visions about what to do with money because they saw how it panned out in the end. If your surroundings are where most niggas are dying at like 35's your OG, you know what I mean? You don't see like millionaires at 50 ever, you know what I mean? But my peoples, they'd be like, look, bro, like, we're gonna make this money, but like a mill ain't it. You know what I mean? A mill ain't it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they shooting really for 100 mil because their parents done touched 3-4 mil. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, I gotta exceed that. Yeah. You know, so like their example or their standard for what success was so much deeper that the you make different decisions when your goals are bigger than just, you know, a quick come up, you know? And that's where I feel like we get caught up in with the rap music and all that shit, right? It all puts an emphasis on instant gratification. It's like, what lick can I hit now? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, like I think,
but you don't,
I think the lesson is, bruh, like it's not about how to be successful because like most people got to figure that out on their own. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like people find success in different ways, you know, like you could get knowledge on it, but the real thing is figuring out how to keep the success. You know what I mean? Because when you're at the top, bro, like there's always going to be niggas to come for you and pop from different angles, or you could be coming for yourself, bro. And you don't even know wrong choices.
I for sure have made wrong choices.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Chino, you made wrong choices.
It's just like, what is the top to you? You know what I mean? And that's why it's like, instead of setting a goal to attain or to reach, right? You want to fall in love with what it took you to get there, right? Mm-hmm. So if you fall in love with the grind and not the destination, then you're going to win every time. Because it's not about like, it's not like, okay, there was this study done, right? Because I'll be watching shit about how to raise my son, right? And there was this study done where there's two groups of kids. And one group of kids, after they were all given a set of problems, right? And they got their scores recorded. And one set of kids was told, oh, you're so smart. You're so smart. You know what I mean? Gave them that gratification of thinking they're smart. The other group was praised for, oh, you're such a hard worker. You're such a hard worker. You really see things through. And the results surprised people because people thought, oh, I praise my kid for being smart, they're going to do better. But those kids already got the gratification from being smart. They scored worse on the next set of tests. Whereas the group that was told, oh, you're such a hard worker, oh, you see things through, they scored 3 times better. You know what I mean? Because that group was...
I believe that. Yeah, that's how I was raised.
You know what I
mean?
mean?
Was never being told, you know what I mean? I was never told that I was like a genius. Yeah. Even though I know I'm a sex symbol genius out here. But like,
that's why we here, baby.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But like I was always told I was a hard worker, which always made me strive and like, oh, they think I was working hard then?
Yeah.
Wait till they see me tomorrow. I'm going to work even harder.
No, because it makes your values on working hard, not getting the affirmation from somebody else that, oh, I'm smart. You know what I mean? Because then you start looking for validation from other people when it's just set on that, right? But if somebody gives credit to your actions, that is a whole different set of gratification because the only way you get that credit is by doing it. You know what I mean? You can't get the gratification through lying because you can't fake hard work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I think people have to people always looking for instant gratification, but they also have to put themselves in uncomfortable situations. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's another one. That's one I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Like I put myself in uncomfortable predicaments to succeed.
Because the
and if it's not good, bro, I could always go backwards, bro.
Yeah.
To all those people that are scared of change or scared, and I have OCD, bro. I do not like change, but like, you know, for all those people that are scared to like jump or like do something else, bro, you could always go back to where you were at.
Yeah.
No reason to stay there.
And you know what, bro? It's like
it's easier to go backwards than it is to go forward.
Feeling uncomfortable is how it's supposed to feel, though. We're genetically hardwired to not want change, bro. You know what I mean? So it's just like, but that like change is the like it's the foundation of growth, bro. You know what I mean? Like you can't grow without change. But
Get off your phone, nigga.
he didn't even fucking pick it up. Like a G.
Top G. Shit.
But you know, like I think
I'm busy right now. I'm getting this money, bruh. I'm motherfucking busy.
I think you know, I think it's just important to surround yourself with people that want what you want as badly as you want.
That's 100%.
You know what I mean?
You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe.
Facts.
Who is that? Who is that says that?
I know who you're talking about. That's a hard ass piece.
You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe.
And
if you don't fucking want it that bad, bro.
I've been a rich man. I've been a poor man, and I choose to be rich every motherfucking time.
you know,
Every time, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be rich, nigga.
Yeah.
But anyways, can I close it out? So it looks like it's around that time. All right, man. Love you guys. Well, VCM family in the building. I do got something that you already know. I want to say. I got one thing I want to say. We're getting ready to do a different segment. We'd like to have a couple people come through. We're gonna be having little giveaways or whatever the case may be. That not only me, but as well my boy Cross-Eyed God, as well as my boy Shook. We're gonna have some fun, and we'd like to have you, the mob, to join us and tag along with us, and then be in the experience with us. We would love for everybody to come yet again, like my boy said, my brothers.
I'm his dad, actually.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
I'm doing a special giveaway. I'm giving away dick. No, I'm playing.
Remember, my dog is still single, just if y'all didn't remember.
But
hey, man, all love and positivity. Vice City Mafia, man. This is us.
out.
Like, subscribe. We out.